Alright, so we should be live now. Can I be seen? Can I be heard? I hope so, I hope so. I don't think everything... There we go, there we go. Let's see if we can get some people in here. Make sure I can be heard and seen. Well, I know it can be heard, that's for sure. Alright, let's get some folks in here. So the idea behind this stream is I wanted to create a fantasy world, and I wanted you guys to help decide how things are going to look. Now, I'm going to quickly just make a basic continent of some kind, world that I can edit here and there. But once I get a base area, that's when I will get out this, and I will actually put in the lore and stuff. So you guys will be deciding kingdom names, like the names of the people who rule it, things like that. I just want to see how it goes. I think it'd be kind of cool to interact with everybody, and knowing how chat can be, it's probably really chaotic, but I think it'd be really cool and fun. So we'll see what happens. For now, I'm going to hide that because we don't need it, because I need to get like a base continent, or at least a base world. And we'll see what happens and goes from there. Also, if I'm lagging really bad, let me know. I'll try to fix it. Alrighty. Let me put this over here. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, I'm going to minimize that. So first things first, I need to get a basic shape. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I just had a bunch of chips and salsa, so I keep burping. I apologize. I'm going to get a basic shape. And like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on this just because I'm going to mostly try to get you guys to see what you guys come up with on this world. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. If I'm too loud or if I'm clipping, also let me know. The hardest part, or at least the longest part in my opinion, is actually finding a piece of land that speaks to me. And we could do something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I forgot you can invert too. No. No. I don't know. This process, I used to make maps all the time, and this process used to take so long. I think it's because it's like, I don't know, it just has to speak to me, you know? I don't know how Chad is going to work on the land. And by that I mean design the actual like land itself, but we'll see what happens. We could do something like that. I don't know, I feel like it's too skinny right here. You know what? I might just say screw it and just try to work with it the best I can. Just to see what happens. Alright. Now, let's see. I'm actually going to doctor this up quite a bit. although I like to make maps, or at least I used to, I'm not particularly good at it. It's just something that I enjoy doing. I always make the coastlines too rough. I feel like they're either too rough or too smooth. It's hard to come across one that actually works. This might just have to do. I think I can't ever hardly find a sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. Also, we will also need a world name too, but that'll probably come once we get a little more world, because like not just a piece of blank land, but we'll see. Probably have this handlebar out right here like that. We'll do that. May or may not keep this big lake in the middle right here, but we'll see. Alright, this is too puffy, like a can of biscuits up here, so we're gonna do something about that. I didn't mean to do that, but sure, we'll keep that. Actually, no, I take it back. Oh, wait, hold up, do that again. We'll keep it. Alright, let's go with that. Nope, don't like this hump. I hate when pieces of land always look too blobby. Or not enough, like that. Maybe. We might have to come back to that. I don't know. Or I'll just do it now. Otherwise I'll forget. I also shouldn't be spending too much time on this, because then we're getting to, like, you know, the actual names of places and the actual lore, which, like I said, I assume you guys would enjoy that a lot more, but still gotta see what we got here and make something to work with. Yeah, I think I'm getting rid of that. Sure, we'll keep it. Sometimes if I do random designs like this, it looks a little more natural. You know, like something like that, you know? That's pretty cool. Might just go with that. There we go. Alright, let's try that. Yep, I think overall this edge right here is pretty solid. And then I still don't know if I'm going to keep this lake or not, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, if you just go on the edge like this and just kind of do like a half-ass like this, Sometimes you can get some really cool designs that you can kind of doctor up later when you go back. That's typically what I do to kind of get that more realistic edge. But you also don't want it to be too looks like it's been butchered, you know. That's why I usually only do certain areas like that. Like, notice how it's not like that all through here, but then down here it's like kind of butchered-ish looking, and it's not through here, but then kind of gets through here and then not, because you really don't want to look the whole thing. You don't want the whole thing to look kind of butchered. You kind of want to like almost look like it's a natural area that gets like that. Yeah, tough. I like that. Come on, come on, come on. And I can always like go over this later, but we'll see. I still don't know how this stream is going to actually turn out. I don't know if anyone will be interested in it, but I thought, you know what, screw it, might give it a try, see what people think. I think it's something pretty cool. Might erase silent for now. You know what? I like that. It's looking a lot more islandy. And we don't need that there. We'll get rid of that. All right. I mean, I think that's a pretty good base overall, in my opinion. I think it'll do. I think the next what I will do is... Oh, please don't tell me I can't go back. Oof, that was a close one. I thought I got rid of everything for a minute. I was like, no! That would be terrible. I might keep this little body of water here, this little lake, or, well, big lake. I just might. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a, like, kind of color in by terrain and stuff. So we all know that northern areas are all going to be snowy and such, right? because that's just how it works. Oh, for sure, for sure. It definitely needs smaller bodies of water, for sure. I don't know why, I just always do like lakes and rivers last. And I have a hard time doing rivers because sometimes I feel like they make it look tacky unless it's just like a huge necessity. So I usually just do lakes. This content naturally formed with this. I think I might keep it. And same with this one, it naturally formed with this too. So I'll probably keep them instead of filling them. But I don't know. If you think there should be lakes or anything like that anywhere else, you let me know. Also getting like the right colors for like certain terrains and stuff. That always seems to, yeah, like obviously it's gonna be like a dark forest or something, right? And I know I need to blend these in. So tacky rivers are the best. Yeah, okay, well we'll see about that. We'll see what happens. I just noticed that chat's not popping up on this like it should be. I don't know why. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that, guys. I messed that up. Oh well. Oh no! Where'd it go? Did it pop up? Alright, there it goes. Yeah, for some reason live chat's supposed to pop up on the side here, but it's not. I wonder if there's a way that I can do it. I don't know. I guess I won't worry about it too much. Sorry, I'm like I have to see because my microphone gets in the way. But alrighty, where were we? Oh yeah, blending these. I'm still trying to figure out like all this stuff in this software. Man, I can't talk. When I make biomes, I do it in blobby shapes. It feels more realistic than stripes. Makes sense. I'll have to do that. I'll take your word for that. I'm gonna try that. So real quick, even though I haven't blended these, I want to try this. It does make it look more realistic, that's for sure. And then let me cook with this, chat. Let me cook with this. It's gonna look like crap at first. I also feel like this snowy area takes up a huge portion of the map. I don't know. What do you guys think? I also don't even know what all biomes there are besides forest and snow. There's desert. Do we want a desert biome? This might not make any sense, but hear me out. What if we have another island right here and we just make it like a desert island? Okay, and then and there's sometimes a slow gradient of the lands. What do you mean? Like maybe we can have like a plains over here, maybe like a Great Plains. It seems like an area where there might be a Great Plains. How are you doing that? Amazing. Doing what? Making a map. This is a software called Wonder Draft. It's good for making maps, fantasy maps and stuff. I highly recommend it. It's really nice. I don't know why I'm looking at chat like I'm talking to chat when I could be looking at the camera. Hi guys. And maybe I can do like a lesser green to like be kind of just like a chill forest, you know, like kind of like this. Like it's not extremely dense or thick like up here, but you know, something like that. If you make a small island, you should make it something cool and fantastical, like a dark, corrupted Badlands. See, I thought I would do that maybe with this area, low key, but I don't know. And then maybe I can have like little islands over here to like barren volcanic islands. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And you know, I can also change these biomes and stuff too, or how big these biomes are. I'm just kind of brainstorming at the moment, kind of how I want to do it. Alright, I got a message. Who dares message me while I'm live streaming? I'm gonna put that over there so I'm not distracted. Alright. Oh, like how there's overlapping where it's both really snowy and foresty. Okay, I got you. You mean like over here? Yeah, I need to find a way where I can... Okay, hold up. I'm trying to find a way to like... Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing, that's why. If I would pay attention. Kind of like that, but I still feel like that looks very, whatchamacallit. Yeah. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to cook. Am I cooking, chat? Am I cooking? I can't tell. And then I feel like maybe have like a... Oh, that's definitely a Badlands color. 100%. Here, for now, we'll put that right here. Although I feel like it could be a little darker. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. That's Mordor Island right there. What's the scale here? How big is this island? I don't know. I kind of thought more of it being a region than anything. Like, I don't know. I was thinking more like a continent. Think of this place like a continent, like a whole continent. Yeah, we'll go with that. What's the A1 while you stay? What does that mean? What? Also, I definitely need of course I don't know what color. What color would a swamp be? I feel like a swamp would be like a gray green, right? There's a lot of greens going on here. I feel like that's basically black. I don't know if I want it to be that black. I kind of feel like this area could be swampy. You know what I mean? These planes could be a lot bigger. rivers would be dope. Absolutely, absolutely. And actually, speaking of which, where do you think the river should go? I think my judgment's so poor that I might just need you guys to just be like, yep, this is where the rivers are going. Maybe there could be a gigantic beaver dam city. That, you know what? Hear me out. Or hear this person out. We might do that. We have to make a lake somewhere on the map, and there's just like beaver people that live there. We need a beachy sailor fisherman type area. Absolutely. Actually, you know what? That's going to be the first. You know what, guys? That's going to be the first thing we do. We need to do it right away, actually. So let me get it out. Hold up. Let's see. There we go. So this is where the fun begins. This is where I'm writing down the lore. All right, it should be popping up for you guys, right? Yeah. All right. Now, is this just going to be like a kingdom of beaver people? Or is it just going to be like a town or a village? That's the first question. They should have teeth swords. You know what? That's so terrible that I'm actually gonna do that. And that can be a character? Hold up, chat. Hold up. That actually might not even be a character. That just might be a whole like race of beings on this planet. It's literally just beaver folk. Is that what we're gonna call them? Hold up. I'm gonna call them beaver folk. It's gonna be so cursed. We need like attributes and like things like that. What software are you using to make the map? It's called Wonder Draft. I bought it a long time ago. I think it was like $20 or something like that. Okay, hold on. So hold on, about beaver folk here. We'll get back to that, but for now, so I guess we could do this big lake right here. Okay, so how far into the lake do they live? Do they live near closer to the swamp? Are they in the middle of the water, or just kind of like on the edge here? Or are they closer to the forest? Or should they be closer to a different biome that I add somewhere around here? What do we think in chat? I think it'd be cool if there was a kingdom of small towns and villages with a massive city in the middle. Oh, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, wait. You're talking about the middle. Wait, hold on. When it comes to rivers, is that what you're talking about, the middle lake? Or are we talking about the beaver people? There's so much going on. I'll wait until I get a response from chat. Until then, I'm going to keep working on this. I don't know what this is, but we'll figure it out when the time comes. I think it would be cool if there was a kingdom of small town. Oh, I read that. 2 beavers were cursed into mutating into anthropomorphic states. They multiply and create a colony of beaver warriors who are a training force against those who curse them. Please tell me that I can... Awesome. So prior to these 2 people being cursed, there was no beaver folk. But now there's beaver folk. Okay, wait, who cursed him? Who cursed him? Hold on. Okay, so we need their alignment. All right. Oh, how is that? I already spelled alignment. Whatever. What is their alignment? Okay, those of you who are nerds who play D&D, you know what I mean. Like, are they like lawful good? Are they neutral? Are they neutral evil? Are they chaotic good? Like, what are these guys? We can do alignment. We can do... What other traits could you do? Oh, I'm doing good, Poker Face. What's up, dude? I'm living the dream. How you doing, man? I think it'd be more towards one side of the lake, towards the swamp. The idea that the Beaver City creates the swamp area, that's wild. first people we have in this world, and they're just menaces. Oh, whoops. Okay. So, yeah, okay. And so, is this a kingdom, or is this just like a place? Nah, we can make it a kingdom. Yeah, we'll call it... do you guys have a better name for it? We'll call it Beaver City for now. We need, and then I have like ruler, capital, their religion, if any, population, allies, enemies. See, the thing that's so like hectic about this is if you guys go, okay, their religion is this, now I have to go in the religions tab and add a religion. So there's a whole thing that I would have to, or we can just wait on things. I think it'd be more towards that neutral, chaotic. So chaotic, neutral. Chaotic good or neutral. Okay, that's two chaotic goods and neutral. So in that case, we're gonna make them chaotic neutral. What other things would you have for a beaver? Like it's like traits or whatever. It's a kingdom. Okay. Swamps are still water. That's true. Raccoon City's sworn enemy. Please don't tell me we have to make a raccoon folk. Kingdom. Okay, so it is a kingdom. Beaver City. Beeftopia. Okay. We'll call it Beeftopia. You've been okay? Awesome. It has been a minute, dude. There's been a lot. I've been like in like LA and stuff. It's been crazy, dude. I can't catch my breath. I keep burping. I had a bunch of chips and salsa. Okay, yeah, back to the beaver people. Sorry. There's like so much I gotta do. Okay. Oh, I keep doing that. And then we got the Beavis Empire. Okay, well, hold up. I like Beeftopia. I think Beeftopia is more fitting. I think. Yo, wait, this is actually super cool. I saw your latest video. Pretty cool stuff, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was definitely a while getting on a plane and like doing all that. For burial rites, they could have giant, elaborate wooden sarcophaguses that sink to the bottom of the lake, each hyper-realistic relief of the recently departed. Okay. Oh, whoa. At this point, you guys are just making the lore, and I just add it at this point. Alright, so we're talking about beaver folk, right? Would this be under, like... Okay, beaver folk. Okay, will this be under their culture? Yeah, we'll do culture. Rituals, I guess. This wouldn't really be under religion. It'd just be under, like, rituals. How do I do this? Yeah, we'll just do that. Or they could be enemies with some kind of desert race because the beavers built dams to block their water source. Wait, so then wouldn't that make more sense than if I have like a desert like right next to the swamp that they live in? But then I feel like there'd have to be like mountains or I don't know. Chat, what do you think? What should I do? Got to use my film degree for something. I low-key, I've also thought about maybe going for film. Like go to school for filming. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad that you also, I'm glad that you're looking into it. And I hope that you enjoy my videos. I hope you keep getting closer to God, dude. God bless. Just beaver people in the world you see. Wait, who are you talking about? Oh, okay. Can someone tell me what's been done so far? Yeah, so the only thing that's been done, dude, is literally just this world. and we have a race of beaver people that live in this area somewhere that I have not. And you know, actually, you know what? I believe I think I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't like doing actual like designs like this. I prefer to keep them more simple. So I might just maybe do that. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think? I don't know. Maybe the look's not that good. I wish I could have like something that could mark it better, but you know, whatever. We need like a key, because like there's different symbols here. Like there's like a straight dot. There's a target. There's like star. I need like a key to be like, this is what this means, because like I feel like a kingdom's too grand for beaver folks that live out in a swamp, but at the same time, like it's like their capital. So I don't know. Just do a dot. Here, I know what I'll do. I will not do a... Oh, here we go. A dot's a town, a target's a city. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. We'll basically make it a city. And then we'll put them, like, right there. Should I do brown or should I do black? I feel like black would make more sense. I'll try covering up. There we go. And then the place is called Beeftopia. Let me copy that and then paste it, labels. There we go. Yeah, no, we're gonna make that black. Or actually, we should make it white. Beeftopia. Tough. Hey, actually, might make that smaller. How do I make it smaller? There we go. Yo. Sorry, technical difficulties here, chat. I know chat's probably blowing up right now, but I cannot. How much is 15? Why can't I? Oh no. I'm having technical difficulties here. I have no clue why I cannot change the size of this. So I might low-key just delete it. Okay, that's a little better. There, we'll do that. Beeftopia. Boom, first place. Alright, now, what program is this? I just draw my maps most of the time on paper. This is called Wonder Draft. I've used it for a long time. Ooh, add the lost city of Atlantis. Awesome. The religion should begin by the beavers living by the ocean, but the tides of the sea kept destroying their beavers' home. So a beaver prophet named, why I can't pronounce that, came to the... Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. We're adding that. The religion. I know I already have a religion tab, but this so far seems really specific to the beaver folk. So I might just, you know, make that more of them thing. You know, I probably... can switch these around. Alignment always goes first. When you think about like D&D and stuff like that, they always put alignment first, so we'll do that. There we go. Awesome. They just stumbled to a community of people who like to make maps. No, this is just a one-time thing. I've never actually done this before. I might do it again, though, if chat likes it. The beaver folk could be a relatively new species to the swamp and perhaps be fighting reptiles or such for land. Okay. I do like that we've spent like the whole time so far on the beaver people. That's very interesting. Also, for if you guys want any of this terrain to change around here, let me know, or you can work off of it. Nothing's set in stone right now. Hello, what's going on? How far into the process are we? We just started, dude. We just have like a race of beaver people and just kind of getting their lore, and then the map itself isn't even done. Even if you want like islands and stuff to be added or something to be terrain or we need lakes and rivers too. So I mean, like it's whatever. You know what I mean? Sky's the limit. What about a slingshot instead of catapults, since those can be used in forests? Okay. Or they could have rigged trees set to fall when enemies come near, like landmines. I'm thinking like world blocks, beaver people. I have world blocks, but I've never seen beaver people in it. Could you add a no man's land, a place that so many battles have occurred it just becomes something useless? Absolutely. You know what? Hell, we can add it right here. This is a good spot. Since it's no man's land, do we just want to keep it this default color, or we can like make it like gray? Well, of course, I do kind of like a gray land right here. That's kind of what this is. But maybe we can make it like, well, this is technically black here. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm just going to do it, and if you guys are like, nah, that's stupid, then I'll switch it. All right, land. We'll make it more of like I kind of like the idea of it being like a dark purple, but like mostly black. Yeah. It's like a corrupted land from Worldbox. And since it's not set in stone, I'm not going to worry about blending or anything. I have not tried playing Days Gone By yet. I do have it, though. I did buy it. Go beef. Make it scorched earth. Oh, yeah. What color would that be? A river leading to the lake would be cool. Okay. So, fun fact, and anyone who knows about map making, right? What is the golden rule about rivers? They always go down. Gravity. I give time for chat, but it doesn't matter. Chat hasn't heard it yet, so there's like I don't know how much the delay is, but we're talking about the no man's land. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, should it be so? Then like, should I make it like black then? Here, I'll just make it black. Hold up. We'll make it gray. Here, let's remove the color. Also, if you guys are still talking about the beaver folk, I'm sorry that I have not looked at it yet. Add Narnia, just paste the map of Narnia to it. But it should be realistic for a no man's land. It should generally be a place where borders keep colliding with empires and dynasties, right? It doesn't need to have to be massive, just like some spots. Okay. So then this is what I'm going to do then. I'm going to actually fill the rest of this with just like a forest for now. And maybe the no man's land, because I don't know where to put it or how to go about that. So maybe that will just kind of come naturally. Through the lore building of like where it would go. So I pretty much have all the terrain colored, and like I said, the colors can change. I don't even know what the heck I'm doing over here. I just put that there just for laughs. I don't know. That can change. I feel like what's a terrain that I'm missing? Ah, desert. I said I was going to do a desert. That's right. Hold on, but I want to put the desert like over here. Like I might just make a whole new island. Okay, this is taking forever. Let me just. There we go. There's that. How do we explain bipedal beavers? Have you not seen Narnia? I do world building as a hobby too, except I usually use Universe Sandbox too, since I do so on a planetary scale. Okay, awesome. See, I want to really get into that. I have it, and I've tried a couple times, but I don't know how to use the software that well. Or simulation, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. But I think I actually don't want it to be, since it's an island, I kind of want it to be more intact. But obviously less blobby. You want it to be more natural looking and less like a turtle shell. I don't really know if I want there to be islands around it like that, like it's broken apart like I did with the others. I feel like it would be mostly like yeah, here's just a kind of a rough, like, basic draft. And this is a desert, you know, it's got to be, like, yellow, you know? Look at that. This island that nobody would ever want to go to. Have you played SimCity before? Oh, I think I actually... Is that on the App Store on your phone? I think I have. Maybe a beaver god, but it feels cliche. If you make the desert on a plateau, it would make sense as an island. Wait, what is a plateau? Oh, oops. For the desert, you can have some kind of shrew or desert mice who live in the cacti. All right. Beavis, the god of the eternal damnation. I love that. Hold up. I love that. That's good. That's good. Hold up. They have a god. They have a supreme god. Oh, whoops. Beavis, the god of eternal damnation. I love that. That's like the best thing I've ever read. Whoops. Okay. Peninsulas would be great. Really drives me crazy that they have goatmen and just don't explain why they exist. All the fawns. Oh, because we don't need to know. What if the islands are progressively greener as they get closer to the mainland? Okay, I see what you're stepping in. Okay. I mean, that's basically what's happening, right? Kind of, ish. I don't know what I'm doing here, though. I need, like, a different, like, biome here or something. Probably get rid of the snow up here. I don't know what this is, and there's a desert there for some reason. This content's so messed up. At Arizona? You know, actually, you know what? I might do that. Hold up. Right here is the state of Arizona. Hold on, let me cook. There's probably a way that you could actually paste. I could actually paste like the outline of the actual state of Arizona, like right here. But low key, might actually put it, and I guess I'll put it right here for now. I don't know why. Just right here for some reason speaks Arizona. No, not hot enough. Arizona's hot. So obviously it would be over here. Stupid. We'll put it right here. It's canon. Location. Arizona. We can add more details later. It's stupid. Cactus men? Wild. It's easy to look up a picture for a plateau. Essentially a tall, flat land with cliffs. Plateau is just Arizona. Okay. The beaver's version of hell is literally just dry, salty, barren ocean. That's fire. There could be a mushroom forest. That's good. I like that. So I feel like though. Okay, yeah. Okay. You're genius. I don't know who said that. You get a raise. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So since it's also a forest, though, we're in a very subtle. I feel like that looks like crap. Never mind. Wait, what if we had a very subtle purple added to it? Nope, that looks like crap. We can try that, see what happens. I actually don't. I think a lot of it too is I want this to be removed. I mean, you can kind of be blended in over here, but nothing too crazy. There's some weird sounds. I'm tripping, guys. No, I'm kidding. No. All right. I think that looks good. So, two cannons, Beeftopia and Arizona. Beige is a common mushroom color. Awesome. Wait, what color is beige? It's like brown, right? Yeah. I have no idea how I'd make that color. I think I'm just going to stick with this unless you guys hate it. You mean to tell me there's going to be no humans in this world? The closest thing is gnomes? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Preposterous. That's the worst idea. Yes, but give the gnomes really fancy hairstyles. Like red. Like 2 foot tall, solitary gnomes that sometimes follow parties of adventurers to do good deeds for them. Okay. What are y'all on? What are y'all on about? Seriously. Oh yeah, are we done with the beaver folk for now? I guess so. Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. We're making races of people now. New note. Gnomes. Hey. Gnomes. We need their alignment. I can never spell alignment right the first try. Alright, we need their alignment. Gnome alignments, what we got? He was just so damn tall. The Beaverfolk would be a genuine threat if they had to go against gnome people. What about a race called the... This monitor's messed up, so it's hard for me to read. The Drimgens? Is that what you put? Yep, Drimgens, yep. For most of their life, they sleep in trees, but every 4 years, they have a huge banquet and celebrate for a month. And that they go back to sleep. Hibernating wood elves is pretty fire. I mean, they're also chaotic neutral. What is it? So you mean to tell me the beaver folks are chaotic neutral and the gnomes are chaotic neutral? It's just a world where everything's chaos. It's just a world of chaos. Everybody's chaotic neutral. Surely not. I low-key actually... Whoops. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to take that. Wood elves. But they hibernate. What's their alignment? I just have the hibernate. Is that not, I thought hibernate had a Y in it. Whatever. I'll just have they hibernate. And a clan of wood elves could inhabit the mushroom forest, waking up covered in spores all the time. And the mushroom forest. Often waking up with spores on them. Hope my typing is not too loud, guys. Sorry about that. So that leaves the next question then is, where in this area do the wood elves live? Wait, hold on. Do they not live? Do they only sleep there? Do they only sleep? Is that not how you spell hibernate? That's totally how you spell hibernate. It's what I corrected it to. My vision for them is just little goofy guys. Like tortoise shells getting covered in... Can we make the merfolk have pet giant snails? Yes. Lawful neutral. Is this for... Wait, hold on. Who's this for? Who's lawful neutral? There's so much happening. You talking about the gnomes? Or the wood elves? Oh, yeah, you were talking about the gnomes. I see now. Okay, yeah. Okay. The gnomes... You said lawful neutral? Alright. Alright, what about the wood elves? Oh, you also said merfolk, too. Okay, there's going to be merfolk in this, too. Chat. It knows what I'm talking about every time. What's their alignment? They ride giant pet snails. Lawful neutral for the gnomes because they are naturally good folk. Awesome. Now we need merfolk alignments, wood elf alignments, and I also need to know, do the wood elves live in the mushroom area, or do they just hibernate there? They don't live there. They just go there to sleep. Because if so, that's important. Wood elves chaotic neutral, since they wake up every few months. They come in, spice things up, and then go back to sleep. Okay, so they live in the mushroom area. So would they not? They wouldn't be wood elves. They would be mushroom elves. Shroom elves. Yo, hold up. Shroom elves. I don't want to say wreak havoc, but you just said spice things up, right? Yeah, that's all you said. So that's what I'm gonna put. And then what's their alignment? These little twigs for like that they just go to mushrooms to sleep. Yo, wait. When AFK is the addition of Arizona, what I miss. We added Arizona. We got gnomes. All we have is their lawful neutral. We don't have any other lore on them. Merfolk. We don't have an alignment, but they ride giant pet snails. And shroom elves. They hibernate in the mushroom forest for months. Often wake up with spores on them. And they quote, spice things up and then go back to sleep. $4 Okay, hold up. For 4 years. Well, they get really high. Okay, hold on. I didn't hear the word. After extreme what's the word, the better word to use? Extreme what's the good word? After, okay, no, I can't think of a better word. After they get really high. I was trying to think of a more polite word to use, but you know what? I can't. All I could think of was like plastered or intoxicated, but that's more if you're drunk, so I don't. Hold on, just checking. Can you see my comment? Yes, I can. Yes. Hello, hello. Let me do this out because I realized that you guys can't see it that well. And mushrooms can have all kinds of effects too, like stimulants and psychedelics, making more chaos. It's wild. Do you mean stoned instead of high? I don't know. When I think of mushrooms, I don't think of something getting you stoned, but I mean, we could do that. I'll just put really high. That's fine. Same ordeal. I just need an alignment for these guys, and anything else you guys want to add. It doesn't have to be right now. With merfolk, I don't remember who said anything about them, but we just have, they ride giant pet snails. Also, let me add. Here, we'll do it right here. Try to find the right spot. Shroom elf. Slumberous. Does that spell slumberous? I'll just put slumber chamber. It's not a chamber, it's slumber spot. I don't know how else to put it. We'll call it. Wait, hold up. This, Yo! No! First, we're gonna make that a 10. Shroom elf slumber spot. We'll call it that. Merfolk. Merfolk are scary. Are you really a schizo? Well, I'm diagnosed, but I haven't had symptoms in a long time. They need a hatred for like one specific species, though, otherwise neutral. It's a game on with whoever the one species is. Yeah, make them hate whoever eats snails. It's like almost every living thing would probably eat a snail if given the chance. There we go. We'll call it good. Shroom elf slumber spot. Also, where merfolks, where they like chill at? Like they probably have like an island somewhere, right? Like right here? Nah, I don't like that. Nah, we need like an island like right here. Like its own island. Not that big though. A bunch of islands. Yeah. And it's like a sandy beach. Although you can't really tell. Whatever. And I don't really know what to call it, so we'll just call it Merfolk lair for now. Ah. Alright, now let's get some... Now the merfolk are what now? They eat kelp people. Schizophrenics make the best world builders. Is wild. So they fight kelp people. So now since you guys are so serious about this, I actually have to make this a people now. Kelp folk. What alignment did we agree on with the merfolk here? No offense, but this game looks kind of cheesy. Hello. Strictly water-based people that can travel on land a bit, like amphibians. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they have, like, an area that, like, they chill, like, on islands. Let's think of sirens, right? Sirens are, you know, they have to get on islands, right? To, like, you know, like, seduce men. So, like, I don't know. I figured... I mean, unless you just, like... So like, nah, this is ass. And then I can like just put their lair like, I don't know, like over here or something. Whatever you guys think. If you guys want me to move this, I will. Call the islands Atlantis, but spelled backwards. I got you. I hate that like I have to like delete the whole thing. Like you can't just edit text. Okay, how do you Atlantis? Oh, okay. Is to na to at land. Wait. Sit no the at land. Wait at land. There we go, guys. We got it. True neutral. Islands are... What are you talking about? The merfolk? Are they true neutral? Is that what you're saying? Wild. When is your next live, and what will you be playing? I have no clue, dude. I mean, I suppose I can always play Days Gone. Wait, that was the name of it, right? Something like that. Just call it Nalta. Oh, alright. Let me... Oh, now I can edit it. Well, I don't get that. Whatever. Nalta. There we go. Awesome, man. Let's say merfolk hate boats and fishermen. That would give them conflict with land people. So wouldn't that make them not true neutral? I mean, I guess it would. They're not necessarily evil, I guess. The game would disappoint. I believe it. Well, welcome to the stream, new viewer. I hope you liked what you've seen so far on my channel. If you do, consider subscribing and hang out. Right now, me and Chad are just making a fantasy world. It's kind of cursed so far. So far, we have Beaftopia, where a group of beaver people live in the swamp. We have a shroom elf slumber spot, where elves get high and sleep for 4 years. We have Arizona here, and then we have, I guess, Merfolk Islands. All right, and now we need kelp folk. That's not what I'm trying to say. The kelp folk alignment. Hello, Chicken Whisperers. How are you? Did you get more skinny? Yes, I did. The merfolk could be like hobbits in Lord of the Rings. That's an interesting... Wait. In what way are they like hobbits, actually? Hold up. In what way? Merfolk eat these guys. That's all. Just merfolk eat these guys. Where are you from? I'm from the USA. Centuries of isolation, so they are legend / unknown. The merfolk? I feel like they would live more far away then. Because, like, I picture, like, most humans, like, kingdoms being here in the plains area, and that's pretty close, I suppose. I don't know. Unless the merfolk don't live there. True neutral is just sticking to one's own interest, from what I understand. Like grinders MMOs, in my opinion. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. We'll do it. I think you're... merfolk, neutral, yep. What is your secret for losing weight? I actually don't know. It just kind of happened. I don't know. I got having a kid in a really crappy relationship with severe depression and stress. That's kind of what made me lose a bunch of weight. Isolation, for real. How you doing? Oh, dude, I've never been better. I'm doing great. I'm living the dream. What if the Merfolk Islands are just the Merfolk's breeding grounds? Ah, genius. Wait, in that case? Hold up. Hello? What is going on? Nice. Wait, hold on, I have a better idea. Let me just delete that. And then actually have like another text at the bottom that's like 12. Yeah, there we go. See, that's so much better. Malta, Merfolk breeding grounds. Nice. That's a good idea. What does your diet consist of? I don't drink very much soda. I really just only drink water and milk. Occasional glass of juice maybe, but really just water is the only thing. The only thing I eat is meat and like carbs. It's like crackers and dairy. Meat, carbs, and dairy. That's the only thing I eat. And by carbs, I really just mean like things that would be more like pastas and like crackers and bread, but mostly meat. So yeah. Breeding grounds. Tough, I know. Can we have a mountain range somewhere? Absolutely. In fact, you know what? I think the best place for a mountain range right now would probably be... right there. You think these are too close together, or are they good spaced amount of space? I think they're pretty good amount of spaced. I think personally. And if you guys don't like any of this, then you can piss. Not good. No. Then I will move it. Probably have like a mountain range through there. Probably up there, right? A lot of video games do that. I like mountains up there. Probably not that close, like spaced though. In fact, you probably would have these. I don't know. That looks fine. I guess. I don't know. Also, when making mountains, it's odd. I think of fault. Wait. It's good to think of fault lines. What is that? I think the little outcropping on the side of the snowy region should be mountainous. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I just did. That was a good idea. Although, you probably should have mountains up to all the outcroppings, but it just doesn't look that good, does it? But definitely up here. You definitely called that. I like the way those mountains look. How about ones as a valley in the middle? Okay. Where in the middle are we thinking? Are we thinking more in the swamp, or should we do something in this area? Let's just try this area and see what happens. I like that. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. Sorry, chat. I'm trying to cook. Yeah, kind of like that. Are you really changing the name of your channel? I am. And it looks like... not to spoil, but it looks like the name that's in the lead is the Bryn Perspective. That seems to be the name that's in the lead. But we'll see what happens. I'm giving it a week of everyone to vote and like kind of give their opinion on what they think the name should be. And like I said, so far the Bryn Perspective, besides people giving their own like what they think it should be. But that's the one that they got the highest like picked so far. A valley between mountains. Okay. Oh wait, hold up. And I think what I'm going to do now like that. Ooh, how do we vote? Oh, it's not really a matter of a vote per se. I just mean like people just like commented like, oh, like they just happen. I like this one or whatever. It wasn't like really a poll or anything like that. But that's kind of what I meant by that. Also, I have not been reading chat. I'm sorry, guys. Or actually, chat hasn't really been talking. Oh, it's 30. Yeah, it's $30. Yeah. Yes, but that aggressive typing is charming, entertaining. You talking about me? Sorry, guys. I know it's loud. I can put it down. Sorry, I'm reading chat. Well, what about volcanoes? Ooh, good idea. We definitely need to make volcanoes. A ring of volcanoes and a massive lake in the middle. Low key, might have to make an island that has that. For some reason, the theme song for like the Shire in Lord of the Rings is like stuck in my head. You know, that's not how it goes, but you know, it sounded a lot better in my head. You know what I'm talking about. I think it looks a little natural, right, for an island. Do we even have volcanoes? Surely they have volcanoes. That's not a volcano. I don't think they don't have. Do they not have a volcano option? Dang. That sucks. Well, here, I have an idea. And do mountains. Wait, did you describe it as an island? No, keep the loud typing. Nah, bro, it's okay. The keyboard and mouse vibes are like streaming requirements. It's a rite of passage. Here's a guide on making mountains if you want it. Absolutely. We should make the merfolk a very rich and trading focused race, in my opinion. Materialistic and bountiful because of the seas. Oh. Okay. Okay. So merfolk, they ride pet snails, have a designated island for breeding, are very economic. Wait. Economic. And how would I word that? Through trade. Through ocean treasure. There's your loud typing, guys. Alright, there we go. What color the can we color the mountains red? Yeah. You talking about for the volcano? I'm pretty sure you can make them red. The only way that I actually know how to make them red, now that I think about it, is if we make the actual land itself red. We don't do too dark. Yeah, see? Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, you said there's a big lake in the middle. Like that. Stuff. Are we choosing that as the capital of the world? No. So not only is it the capital of the world, but it's also the breeding grounds. Okay, in that case, hold up. Wait, hold on. It's yeah. have parentheses. World world capital. So Nalta, the merfolk breeding capital of the world, or breeding. Sorry, not breeding capital. Nalta, the merfolk breeding grounds. It's also the world capital. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I believe the merfolk can invent road systems for the snail and have advanced traveling. You guys just keep adding more and more lore. I'll put the merfolk invented road system for the snails and have advanced traveling. But they use the snails on land, I suppose. But they only ride the snails on land because they're merfolk, so they're underwater creatures, right? Which is also the world capital. Oh. If we have a capital of the world, does that imply planetary unification? I was kind of thinking the same thing. This is also just a continent, so we'll put region. Region capital makes more sense in this case. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wait a... What a race of blind rock orcs in a snowy mountains. Okay, we're cooking. We'll just call them rock orcs. Alright, what's their alignment? I assume chaotic evil. But you know what? This is y'all's world. Y'all just go from there. Some golems would be sweet. That's basically... Okay, yeah. Well, golems would have to be made by something, like another species, as like a guardian or something. Bro, like, can you send us lore? I came a tiny bit late, and all I can see is some bacteria resembling some words. And not only... Wait, what? Can you guys actually not see the obsidian thing? Or you know what I'm talking about. Can you guys not see the text? They're peaceful unless you enter the caves. You're talking about the rock orcs? Okay. I'm going to assume... Actually, I can make caves. Hold up. At least I could have swore I could. Or wait, hold on. Are they caves or are they mines? They look similar. The caves and the mines look like similar. We'll just do that. Yeah, there we go. The text is minuscule. Oh, is it really? Okay. Guys, why didn't you tell me? I could literally just make this bigger. Although, it is really big. I mean, also really small on here too. Hold on, is there a way that I can... Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the best I got, low key. Wish there was a better way you guys could see it. I'm on desktop I'm on desktop site on my phone. Wait, hold on. You can see the titles, but not the smaller text. Oh, you're talking about the text on the sides? Yeah, there's really only, hold up. Let me see something real quick, because I really only need you guys to see like only certain parts of this, and maybe that might make it easier to see. I don't know. Let me go. All right, surely that's better, right? Hold up. I mean, I know Incarnate's not that bad. It's free if you want to use that. Yep, that's perfect. Awesome. All right, thank you. Okay. You should have told me beforehand, guys. I had no idea you guys couldn't see it that bad. I'm so sorry. Can you make the font bigger? Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Actually, I assume I can. Never mind. I have no idea. Never mind. My bad. The rock ogres communicate through interpretive dance. Oh, I forgot. We have to get the lore on. Rock orcs. What's their alignment? They are blind, are hostile if you go in their cave. They communicate through, what did you say? Interpretive dance. Alright. I know my typing is loud, but you guys force me to keep it up here so you guys can hear it. What alignments are we missing? Like, you guys have only done chaotic neutral, lawful neutral. You haven't even given alignment to the Kelp folk. All I have is Merfolk eat these guys. Neutral. That's it. We don't even have the Shroom Elves. The Shroom Elves don't even have alignment. Wait, hold on. No. I think they were. I feel like the Shroom Elves low-key might be chaotic good. I feel like that fits their nature. This seems very Fey-ish, right? They shouldn't be blind if they communicate through dance. That makes it better. Well, unless because they live in a cave, it's like echolocation, you know? There's kelp folk now? Yeah. It's kelp folk. Someone mentioned that the merfolk eat kelp folk, but we don't have anything on them besides that. Shroom elves were something evil because we wanted them to spice things up. Oh, so they were evil. So do you want to make them chaotic evil? Alright, we'll make them chaotic evil then. If they are blind, they can communicate through tapping and vibrations, kind of like Morse code. That's what I was thinking, right? Put vibrations. Peak. Wait. So they have conflict with the merfolk, or it's just, I don't know. What guy has a crush on me? Okay, so let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah. Then this is where the rock orcs cave. Tough. The Shroom Elf slumber spot. Beeftopia, Arizona. We have no lore in Arizona and why it's here, by the way. We can make the kelp folk want to be eaten and give them a sacrifice-focused religious culture. Like the where do kelp folk live? Are they just live in the water? Do they have somewhere like? Wait, hold on. If merfolk have breeding grounds, and this is that means there has to be like an actual place the merfolk live, though, in the water somewhere, and then another place nearby where kelp folk live. Whoops. How do I put this? They sacrifice their own to merfolk. We'll leave the rest for reason why blank for now. Should I ban him? Did you see his comment above mine? No. I mean, if bro's just being weird, he's being weird. No reason to ban him right now. You have lore for Arizona? Well, spill. He says I look like Leon and he wants to bang me. Poker. Okay, dude, that's not the first time I've heard that. A lot of people tell me I look like Leon and they want to bang me. If I banned everyone that told me that I look like Leon Kennedy and they want to bang me, there would be pretty much nobody in chat. Let's be for real. Merfolks live in the seas like all the seas. Okay, gotcha. I think it's literally just modern day Arizona existing in random island, and no one really interacts with them. They just accept it. Modern day Arizona. Everybody ignores it. That's what I got from that. It's split between mountains and valleys. It's out. Isolationist Arizona. I timed him out for 5 minutes. Okay. I mean, if he just keeps like spamming weird stuff, then obviously you know what to do, bro. Arizona's valleys will have tribes of cactus-like people who are in conflict with mountain lion-like people. Now I have to add cactus people. You know, I really didn't want to add cactus people, and ever since this stream started, people were like, ever since I added the desert, people were like cactus people, and I kind of just ignored it very subtly. But now people keep saying cactus people, cacti folk, and like now I have to add cactus folk. So you did this. You guys did this. Like, what do we call them? Cacti folk. Or it would be cactus folk. It'd be cactus. Cactus folk. Cactonian. I don't know. Help me out here. Maybe make it so that internal war between kelp folk. Half of them want to live normally, and the other half want power, so they kill and salvage the other half to the merfolk. Okay. So we're gonna scratch it being a religious thing. Wait, hold on. I'll let you guys vote. Which one are we doing? There's an eternal war between kelp folk. Half of them want to live normally, and the other half want powers to kill and salvage the other half to the merfolk. Is that why they sacrifice their own? Hold up, might be connected. What about the race of clowns? I have to add that now. You see, clowns. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Rockworks. What is their alignment? Agavians for the cactus people name. Why Agavians? Is that like based off a cactus name? So what if we combine the religious kelp people with like the eternal, like that's why they sacrifice? Like, ooh, okay. Half the kelp folk are like the free thinkers. They're like, oh, our religious government's corrupt. They're just sacrificing us to these merfolk so they can have power. And like the other half are like, yeah, sacrifice us for the merfolk gods or whatever, so we can, you smell what I'm stepping in. Yeah, it's both. We need cactus folk, raccoon folk, shoe folk, dog folk, frog folk, purple folk, cat folk, lizard folk, dragon folk, mouse folk, and dolphin folk. Good? Okay. You keep that list in the back of your mind. We got a lot of work to go. How long have I been streaming for? Almost 2 hours. Only an hour 45. We're doing great, guys. I didn't see his comment, poker face. I don't know about the clowns. Nah, bro, we have to add the clowns. I think we have almost too many sentients. Like, one more is full enough. Nah, bro, we don't have enough. Come on, for this region? Nah, bro. Shroom elves. And look, they're all so far away from each other too. Also, what's going on here? It's just like, whatever. Oh wait, hold up. I know what I can do to make this better. Wait, no. There you go. See? It shows that they're like a volcano. You know what I mean? Don't we have enough to start writing the lore? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Also, what's going on in this island? We've really done nothing but make mountains, and like there's a snowy area here. But there's a lot. There's a lot of there's no humans on this island. I just realized that. Or this continent, this whole area. Oh well. Well, actually, I take that back. There are humans, but they're Arizonians. But everyone ignores it. No one leaves Arizona. No one goes into it. It's literally like, whoa! It's almost like they're incapable of realizing or like acknowledging that Arizona is there. Add Arizona mountain lion people. We can make them live in the region, but I feel like that defeats the purpose of like the enigma of Arizona just being there. I don't feel like we can start writing lore until we establish an antagonistic force. You're right. Well, what are we thinking, guys? What we can do is we can go to world lore. Alright. This will be things like the year, the name of the region, stuff like that. Bro, just boo him already. I don't see what he's saying. Is it bad? If it's bad, then go ahead and boot him. Because, like, I don't see it. Praying mantis kind of could live in volcanic islands and are trapped there because they have nowhere else to go. Okay. People be wanting... You know, we haven't done anything with the cactus people, might I add. I don't have an alignment or any lore on them. Alright, you said praying mantis people? What are they called? Mantis folk? Oh, he's booted? Alright, cool. Oh, I'm glad he's gone. Yeah, for me, I literally could not see the spam at all. What we call him? Mantis. Oh. Well, glad I didn't see it then. Damn, dude. You're not a fan of cactus people? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, me either, but people kept wanting it, so... Good farmer, guys. Wait, okay, hear me out. What if they're not a sentient race? They're just like a living cactus. Well, cactus are like... You know what I mean? Like, they just move around and, like, they're chill. You just touch them and get hurt. But they don't, like, attack you. They're, like, slow and just kind of walk around. I like that. We'll make it a creature rather than a race. You get what I'm saying? Alright, we got mantis folk, though. Are we still doing that? And we're putting them in this area. They live in this area. Okay, cool beans. Alignment. We just low-key make them hobble. This kind of peak. See, that's what I was thinking, right? They're not like a intelligent creature, but they're, you know. Oh, well, then just get rid of them then. You know what to do, Poker Face. I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with it. I can't see it, so. Mantis people shouldn't be sentient. They should be dragon equivalents. Gotcha. Alright, in that case... Thank you. Well, now that we're doing like creatures and stuff, I feel like I have to like make a separate thing now for creatures. NPCs, I guess, is what you would call it. No, because for me, NPCs are more sentient. They'd be more like monsters. Your cook up lore, awesome. Cactus people should be scrapping by giant. To a rare species that lives in deserts of Arizona, born side to side with the rock folk, but later separated for something we can later agree on. Okay, we'll get back to that. So we're not doing the mantis folk. Did I just delete something else? Wait, hold on. No? Okay. So now we are doing creatures. The first creature we're going to do is the cactus folk. That's not what they're called. We need a better name for them besides living cactus. Probably has 10 plus accounts. Well, ban every single one of them. It very well could be. I'm just happy you're here, because if you weren't here, Poker, I wouldn't see it, and I wouldn't be able to ban him, because I wouldn't see it, and then everyone in chat would be like, oh my gosh. I think the common ground here should just be that all of the cacti people, the cacti Arizona, gain. Wait, whoa. Arizona gained magic sentience. They got transported into this magical world. You know what? Onesie from Baby Comics, you have to. I need you around IRL to come up with D&D lore. That's amazing. Well, I don't know what to call them besides Living Cactus, but we can change the name later. Their alignment is just neutral because they're just a critter. And then all they can do is talk. See, I don't picture them talking because they're not smart. But I will take that and say they just slowly shuffle around. Not aggressive at all. They just slowly just shuffle around. There we go. Arizona. They're called Arizonians. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I will add the clown folk. Dude, cockamania is wild, dude. Good night, though, okay? You sleep well. I'll see you next stream. Or next video. Stay tuned, or whatever. I'm in Creatures. Living Cactus. What if being pricked by the cactus people turns you into one of them over time? Like lycanthropy? That's terrifying. I like it, but I don't know if I'll add it though. I don't know. But I like it's not wait, that's not for me to decide. That's for you guys to decide. Forgot about that. Being pricked by the cactus thorns turns you into one of them over time. Wild. I think we should be dumb and simple creatures. They talk with each other and never seem to stop. You talk about the cactus people? Or the cactus? How would they talk if they're... I picture them more like animals. Because that's basically kind of how... Like, I have it under creature. So they're more like animals. They communicate through plant hormones like real plants do, and they are giants, not small creatures, like 17 meters tall or something. How big is 17 meters? I'm American. Goo! That's big. Well, you know what to do, Poker Face. What was the other creature? Oh, the mantis creature. We'll call it... What do we call it? Wait. Yeah, what do we... I don't remember what we call it. Maybe Arizona is the human homeland, which is why there are no humans on the mainland. Okay, hold up. In that case, let me open a new tab under race. Human. Alignment. Most humans would be like lawful neutral. Most humans. Only live in Arizona. There you go. Yeah, and then what was the name of the mantis dudes? Because of the curse that forced her to... Wait. Can you make an animal that's a mix of a wombat and rhino so that have armored butts and armored heads? Wombats use their butts as weapons. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Alright, we'll call it Wombo. It's just an animal, so it's not going to have a... I don't know why I'm giving alignments to these things. They're animals. What about it? Like, okay, so like armored head and butt. Massive ants. Okay, or big ass ants too. This would be what, a dire ant? Big ass ant. Okay, back to the wombo. Wombo combo. Did you change your channel name yet? Yeah, I know. I'm giving it about a week, and then most people have agreed on the Brennan perspective, so that's probably what it'll end up becoming, but we'll see what happens. Wait, did you read the lore I made up for it? Wait, no. What happened? So, maybe... You're talking about... Wait. Are you talking about for Arizona? Yeah, that's kind of what I put in. That's one... Because that's when I added humans and I said only live in Arizona. Massive bullet ant. That's terrifying. Great. Dire bullet ant. I'll just add the of pain. The Brennan perspective, yeah, nice. So you like that too? Okay, cool. See, a lot of people seem to like that. At first I didn't like it, but then it kind of grew on me, and other people were like, yeah, well, you should do that. I'm like, okay. Oh, I didn't add that I didn't specifically type in, let me find it. Only humans are on it. Nothing leaves or enters. Due to a curse, it was transported to this world, and everybody ignores it. Only humans are on it. Nothing leaves or enters. Sweet. We should start a lore for like the world. Shoot, man. I'll throw this out one more time just because I really like my idea of these fellas. When Arizona was magically transported into the world, its character gained sentience. Okay, hold up. The cactus in the area also became sentient creatures, which we have a thing for. Awesome. I'm going to crash, bro. Hope you have a great rest of your stream, man. Thanks, man. Hope no more people come start spamming and stuff, because I will not be able to see it. Maybe Nalta existed first and all species lived in Nalta, since they were all created starting at 1,600 pounds before something. We can decide something later on. Wait. Okay. They still remained rooted in the ground, but they grew human-like faces. The residents of Arizona come to know them as a forest of talking cacti, who seem to marvel at the simplest elements of life. Wait, hold up. Okay. They are still more of an animal. Are we still doing the whole of getting pricked by them, you turn into one of them? Are we keeping that? Do they not shuffle? Okay, we'll get rid of this slowly shuffle around. Okay, this is weird. I like it. The cure was set up by the United States of Cactus. I can't even read that. I low-key might head out soon too. It's past midnight for me. Yeah, it's midnight for me. You guys do what you got to do. I'll probably end up wrapping up the stream here pretty soon. How long have I been doing this for? Yeah, 2 hours and 4 minutes. So. So I might stay a bit longer. I don't have anything to do. Oh, you meant to BC. Oh, wait, I got you. The cactus lycanthropy stays. Okay. What I think the lore for Arizona should be is the Arizona was transported to the fantasy world due to a glitch in reality. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to Arizona. Due to a glitch, and everybody ignores it. There we go. Wait, now what? Hold up. They were only ignored when the beaver wizard... What? Birchness. The wood cursed them for trapping and overlogging. Well, you mean to tell me there was a beaver wizard on the real Earth? Or are you saying... Wait, I'm confused. Can we make lizards a domestic... Okay, sure. But are they big like cows, or are they just normal sized lizards? We'll call it a domestic lizard. Everyone secretly hates Arizona. For real. What are the properties of Nalta, though? We have been setting the lore for most of the world, and we forgot the capital. Alright, let me add a section for Nalta. Nalta, the capital of the world. Also the breeding capital. Wait, what? No, the breeding. How did I word it? The breeding grounds. The breeding grounds for merfolk. I put capital of the world. I meant capital of the region. It's technically a continent. That's all we have. It was transported, and when the humans explored the mainland. Ah. Alright, and then what was, let me find it. Can leave or enter Arizona after... There's a lot of lore on Arizona here, guys. The wizard purchased the wood, cursed them for trapping and overlogging. Oh, wait, hold on. Arizona. Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Arizona landed. Like the state? Like even the land of the state of Arizona, or just the people? But they did not realize that the beetles of the beasts of the world were sentient, trapped the beaver folk for their fur and meat, and ignored the strong trees for timber to build more. Well, I'm confused now.
Can we make a meteor crater at the center of the continent near the ice area? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, right here. How would I do that? I guess I actually would just... How big? Just like a big... Yeah. We'll do it like... right there. Hold on, this. Like that. I don't know how else to make a meteor crater, not gonna lie. The humans would prove to be too advanced with metal items and shot metal pellets at high velocities. Too much lore in Arizona's wild. So the beaver cursed them and took their tech and trapped them on Arizona. I said Arizona has more lore than the real world. A lot for being ignored. Too much more for Arizona, bro. It's just existing. I mean, that's awesome, but like, yeah, I feel like it's just like a lot of like unnecessary lore. But it's good, bro. Bro says I'm from Arizona. I need to make it cool. No, look, bro. I think we're good for now. But it's still good. Nothing goes on their IRL. Alright, bro, go off. And that's coming from a Kansan. Talking about me? Oh, wait, no, I'm an Arkansan. Never mind. Put the Arizonians in the tech stage before medieval. Wait, isn't that just the Industrial Revolution? Wait, wait, hold on. You said before. What am I talking about? Don't listen to me. Yeah, so what's up with this big meteor? Also, what were we going to name the mantis creatures? They were like the equivalent to like dragons, but they were mantis. And what's the deal with the dire bullet ants? Neolithic. No. Before the medieval era was the Iron Age, and then after that was the Bronze Age, and then after the Bronze Age, before the Bronze Age was the Neolithic, and after the Neolithic was the Stone Age. The Men of Tis? What are we talking about? Mantis people could be called... No, they're not. They weren't mantis people. They were supposed to be like creatures that live on this island right here. They had a name. I cannot remember. I don't remember. But they're like giant praying mantises. So they're like the equivalent of dragons, basically. Maybe just keep them the mantis people. Imagine them being like Imagine them like the Creeds from Hollow Knight. I don't... Wait, hold on. Let me look that up. I gotta look it up because I don't know what they look like. I don't know. Or I'm going to bed. I hope this stream resumes another day. It's peak. You know, low-key, that actually might be a good idea. I should probably head to bed, too. How long has it been? Oh, yeah, it's been a good while.
All right, guys. Well, in that case, I also. That's the second time I've done that. I also will be heading to bed. Be sure to like and subscribe, guys. This has actually been kind of cool. This turned out really well. At first, I was like, man, no one's gonna like join this. For the first 10 minutes, no one was here. But you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and being a part of this. This is really cool. We definitely can finish it up another time. It's fun. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was going to make a video, record this too, but I was like, that's all right. It's whatever. Look up the Mantis Trap Hollow Knight. All right, we'll do. All right, well, be sure to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I post more content. Like it to see more live streams and, of course, videos. Hit that bell icon so you know when I post videos. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the inspo. And good night to all of you. See ya.